Hey everybody, it's me, Kim. Something was on my mind today, and I want to come and talk to y'all about grieving. So it's been 5 months since my fiance passed away. He died of a sudden cardiac arrest. And if anybody knows anything about heart attacks, sudden cardiac arrest is when the electric currents stop electricating your heart. You know how you have this electrical currents that go to your heart? Well, it just automatically stopped. It came out of nowhere. We never went to any doctor for his heart. He has been hospitalized a few times because he had sickle cell, but we never, went to a doctor about his heart. We went to a hematologist because, he has to see a blood doctor, from the sickle cell. But to make a long story short, how I'm doing in my grieving process. Okay, I'm gonna start going, from step one, how I felt day one. Day one, it was, this has to be a dream. This is not real. The first week, going into the first week, realizing that he's gone. Like, this is really happening. I was in shock. I was in disbelief. I was like, come on now. Some days have went by. This can't be real. And then I think I passed that stage about, I say a month into my grieving process. And then the process I went through there was, oh my God, what am I going to do without him? I miss him so much. Oh my God, I miss him so much. And gambling with, I'm not going to say gambling with my life, but gambling with the idea of, Lord, what do I do now? And what can I do to bring him back? Which we all know that's impossible, because once you're gone, you're gone. I started bribing God, like literally, like, I'll do this, I'll do that if you bring him back. Then became the process of me, okay, I'm going to start going back to church. I'm going to start praising you, God. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? And what can I do to get him back? I was stuck on that for a minute. Like, what can I do to get him back? I didn't mess with none of his belongings. Everything stayed in the house just like he left it. I did have to take his pictures down from when I went back to my house, because right the moment that it happened, when I walked out of that hospital and they told me we're going to have to call the time of death, I went into my mind just couldn't focus. I wasn't there. Like, I literally was not there. My sisters and my family and them were kind of scared for me, because they were like, oh my God. Like, they would talk to me, but I can hear them talking, but I couldn't focus or look them in the eye, because I just kept staring into space. So now we're coming up on 5 months. Well, we just made 5 months, and I just got rid of his things. I just finally had to let go. I finally just got rid of his things. I gave away stuff. I took stuff to the Goodwill, and I'm finally coming to acceptance that he's gone. I went through the anger stage, the stage where, like, I'm so angry with God right now, that why could he do this to me? How would he do this to me when I pray? And I praise God and I give God the glory, and he did this to me, and it really bothered me. And just before he passed away, a week before that, his nephew had got shot, and I remember us praying that his nephew's soul go to heaven, and that we asked God to comfort his sister and give her peace and comfort. That I never knew that God was going to take Rock from me a week later. Exactly a week later from the day that his nephew got shot. So I've been dealing with that lately. Like, wow, was it a strain on his heart because he, really was hurt by his nephew? Because the family had been together and crying, and you know how families do when they grieving over a loved one. And he would go over to his sister's house and comfort his sister. So I say that to say this: I still cry at work. I break down in at the stoplight. I grieve. Like, I grieve. For the past month, I haven't been able to bring myself to go to his burial site because I've noticed that every time I go there, I'm so depressed. I get depressed. I've gotten so depressed that I went and seek counseling. And the grieving process is different for everybody. It's not the same for everybody. Some people can accept it and move on quickly. Some people can't. It takes some people out of their minds. This has put me in a deep depression. It's like I'll snap out of it and then I'm depressed. Then I'll snap out of it, then I'm depressed. I do a lot of praying, y'all. I do a lot of praying. So don't let nobody tell you how long to grieve, because I've had somebody say to me, wow, Kim, you guys weren't married yet, so why are you feeling like this? And you just don't know how I want to. Like, are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I spent 15 years with this dude. You know what I mean? Living with this dude for 15 years. Like, we did some of the most intimate things. When you live with somebody for that long, there is an intimacy that comes, that happens between y'all. Even from, watching the way they walk. It's just things that it stays embedded in your head that they done. Like, I remember how he was sitting at the kitchen table and how the way he was holding his fork. I remember our conversations about movies that we seen together. It's just all kinds of stuff. Like, you picture them sleeping and stuff like that. Like, it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot to get over, especially when it comes out of shock. And the fact that I was asleep when this all happened because I had to go to work that night. It's like I blame myself. Like, I'm CPR. I can't even say it. I'm certified, in CPR, and why didn't God, say, well, we're going to keep you awake because this is going to happen, and she's going to need to, start Rock Heart back up with CPR. I blame myself sometimes, I blame myself because I'm like, what did I miss? By working on a heart unit, what did I miss? Like, I know the signs of people having a heart attack. It starts like a month before, like, as far as them sleeping and feeling exhausted, all kinds of stuff. And like, I don't know what I missed. Like, was I so wrapped up in my own life that I wasn't paying attention to his? Like, it's just a lot of stuff. I'm playing a blame game on myself right now, y'all. And I don't know if that's a part of my grieving stage, but that's where I'm at right now. Like, I'm running scenarios through my mind, wondering what could I done, what did I didn't do. Oh, it's just crazy, okay? So I just wanted to come and share with y'all my thoughts right now on where I'm at, because I noticed that when I talk about it, I feel a lot better. Starting on over again in the dating field I don't even know if I'm ready for that yet. I don't even know if I ever want to be with another man like that again. I don't even know if I'm ever have a man, or ever going to be able to call somebody my man. You know what I mean? Because we shared a lot. Like, we shared a lot. But that's where I'm at. And I just wanted to share with you guys that, because I really appreciate, everybody, the outpouring of the sympathy that you guys gave me when this first happened. Like, I really do appreciate you guys for reaching out, saying sorry for my loss. That meant a lot to me, that someone really cared that I was going through something. Because, this is a cold world. And sometimes people, they don't care what you're going through. They really don't care, I stayed out of work for like about a whole month, My supervisor, she was nice, and they said, take as much time as you need. My co-workers, they were, they were giving, they were supportive, and they even took up a collection to help me out along the way, because, not knowing where I was at with my bills, or not knowing if, he had an insurance policy and stuff. They really was so helpful, really was helpful. And I really appreciate my employees. My co-workers. And I appreciate you guys. And I appreciate my family, my kids. I'm telling you, my kids and my grandkids, they really helped me pull it together. Because, guys, I wasn't here. I wasn't right. My mind was totally somewhere else. Like, I couldn't gather the thought of not being with him. And I've really struggled with that now too. Like, I've really struggled with the thought of not being with him, not seeing him, not sleeping beside him every night. It was little things that we used to do. Like, if he's on the toilet and I have to take a shower, I'm still going to take a shower while he's on the toilet. Like, couples do those type of things. We do those intimate things that, boyfriend and girlfriends don't do. And sometimes boyfriend and girlfriends do it, and it just happens. You just feel so comfortable with one another that you're being yourself. You can be yourself, even passing gas, you know what I'm saying? Not afraid. Some girls, they're afraid to eat in front of their men. No, couples, we eat. Like, yo, pass me that bread. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to miss him. I'm really, really going to miss him. But I got to deal with it. And people kill me when they say stuff like, well, it was his time. God wouldn't put nothing on you that you can't bear. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. This was so unbearable. It was so unbearable. Now, God has his plans, and he doesn't worry about what we think, because he's God. He's almighty. He's Alpha. He's Omega. He's one. Okay? So it's not like he's going to consult with me. Okay, now I'm going to take rock today. No, he doesn't do it like that. So he did it the way he did it. And I had to be strong enough and come to him in prayer and ask for comfort and peace. Along with people praying for me, I had to pray for myself. So I just wanted to come and share that with y'all. And I have my moments. Y'all. A song come on the radio. Whew. Oh my God. Don't let it be a song that we really liked it together and sang together, or, did something together with. Girl, I stopped going a lot of places that we went to together too. Like, I don't go to Walmart, because we stayed in Walmart. It's I tried it. I'm not ready. I have since taken myself out to dinner by myself, though. I wanted to see what it was like to take myself out to dinner and eat alone. And at first, it took some getting used to, just sitting there by myself, twiddling my thumbs, watching other couples together eating and talking. But I got through it. And I got through it. So I've even made some videos with him. in my earlier days of YouTube, when I first started out 3 years ago, taping stuff coming on YouTube, yeah, I go back and I watch them. I go back and I watch the videos that we took in New York, the videos that we just took of each other. I do it. My daughter, I don't know if I made a video, but she made a pillow with our picture, the pictures that we took together, some of the pictures we took together, and she put the pictures on a pillow, and I put that pillow on the bed, and I just make pretend it's him. It might sound crazy, but right now that's where I'm at. That's it. I just wanted to come in, give you a little update where I'm at. So, everybody, don't let anybody tell you how to grieve. Don't let anybody tell you should be over it, or, bump that. You be over it when you get over it. So, thanks for coming back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to love the ones you with, because you never know when God's going to need them back. Peace out.